Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Election Night in America 2020. On the presidential level, we have Democrat Bernie Sanders facing off against the Republican President Donald John Trump. And now we'll be looking at the United States Senate, the most august body in world history. And this is one of the most important organs of government the next president must control for their agenda to move forward. First, we have some poll closings in the state of Kentucky. We can project that the Republicans will win the state of Kentucky. Senate minority, Senate majority, currently majority, but perhaps minority leader Mitch McConnell will win back his seat. And now, coming out of the state of Virginia, we can project that the Democrats will maintain control of this seat. Virginia has been a reliably Democratic state, no competition here. And we also have a call in the state of New Hampshire. We can project that the Democrats will narrowly carry the state of New Hampshire. Apologies, systems error. Will narrowly carry the state of New Hampshire, putting them at 37 to 37 seats. Now we have a key race alert coming out of the state of North Carolina. The state of North Carolina is currently too early to call. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for 7 p.m. poll closings, we can project that the state of Maine will go to Democrat Sarah Gideon. Republican incumbent Susan Collins, a 5-time senator, will lose her seat. This was expected. She one of the most unpopular senators. So she said she hoped Maine would give her another chance, but it appears they have declined to. And now, let's head over to our next poll closings. It's the 8 p.m. poll closings, the biggest dump of the night. Now we can project the Democrats will retain control of in Illinois. No big surprise here. In the state of Massachusetts, the Democrats will also hold this seat. No surprise here either. In the state of Rhode Island, slightly more competitive this year, Democrats will still hold the seat, as well as the state of New Jersey. In the state of Delaware, Chris Coons will easily cruise to re-election. And now we have we have a key race alert coming out of the state of South Carolina. Jamie Harrison, the former state party chair, will beat Democrat Jamie Harrison will beat incumbent Senator Lindsey Graham. We can also project in the state of North Carolina, Democrat Cal Cunningham will beat incumbent Senator Thom Tillis, putting Democrats at 45, and the night has just begun. We can project that Republicans will retain control in the state of Arkansas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we can also project Democrats will win back the state of Minnesota as well as the state of Michigan. We also have a key race alert coming out of the state of Iowa. Democrat Theresa Greenfield will flip the state and it will go blue for the first time in a long, long time. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we do have quite a few key races coming up in the states of Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Oregon, and quite a few others. And now, out of the state of Mississippi, we can project that Democrat Mike Espy will edge out Republican Cindy Hyde-Smith to win the seat. In the state of Oklahoma, we project that Republicans will retain the seat. In the state of South Dakota, we can project Republicans will retain control of the seat. In the state of Colorado, the last call in this hour, we can project Democratic former Governor John Hickenlooper will win this seat. And now Democrats already are at 50 Senate seats to Republicans 34, looking extremely competitive. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we can project Democrats will win the Senate majority after winning the states of New Mexico, Arizona, and Oregon. In the 9 p.m. poll closings, we can project a Democratic Senate majority. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we can also project out of the state of Montana, Democratic Governor Steve Bullock will win the seat. In the state of Texas, Democrat and former Air Force pilot M.J. Hager will win this seat, putting Democrats at 55. It looks like Democrats could have a chance at a super majority this year. And now a key race alert out of the state of Alaska. We can project Independent Al Gross, who will caucus with the Democrats, will beat Senator Dan Sullivan. This is another seat for the Democrats, and this is a big win for them. Coming out of the state of Louisiana, we can project former Senator Mary Landrieu will win the seat back from Republican Bill Cassidy. Ladies and gentlemen, that puts Democrats at 57 seats, counting Senator Al Gross and the two other independents in the Senate. Coming out of the state of Alabama, we can project that Democrat Doug Jones will narrowly win a re-election against Trump-backed nominee Tommy Tuberville. This puts Democrats at 58 seats, just 2 away from a supermajority in the United States Senate. Ladies and gentlemen, we can also project that in the state of West Virginia, Democrat Paula Jean Swearengin will win the seat against Republican Shelley Moore Capito. A huge surprise here, but she will narrowly win this seat. Coming out of the state of Idaho, we can project Republicans will retain control of the seat. This was a hope for Democrats to flip when the map started looking this way. In the state of Kansas, Roger Marshall will win the seat. Unfortunately for Democrats, it doesn't look like they might make the supermajority. In the state of Tennessee, we can project apologies, we're having slight technical difficulties. We can project in the state of Nebraska, Senator Ben Sasse will win re-election. In the state of Wyoming, we can also project Senator Cynthia Loomis will win the seat. Democrats just, out of the 3 remaining seats, Democrats just need to win 1 for a supermajority. Coming out of the state of Tennessee, Republicans will retain control of that Senate seat. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for Georgia's special Senate election between Democrat Raphael Warnock and Republican Kelly Loeffler, we can project that there will be a runoff election on January 5th, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we are having some technical difficulties as it just appeared as a Republican seat, but we can also project as a Democratic seat. We can also project Georgia's scheduled Senate election between Republican David Perdue and Democrat Jon Ossoff will go to a runoff on January 5th. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the day after election night in America. And now that we have the results that Bernie Sanders is the president-elect of the United States of America, the Democrats will also control the vice presidency under Vice President Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now January 5th, and we can project that the Georgia Senate special will go to the Democrats, and the Democratic Party will now have a supermajority. The Democratic Party now has a supermajority. Apologies, we're having some slide system glitches. So the Democratic Party now has a supermajority in the United States Senate. After Democrat Raphael Warnock beats Republican Kelly Loeffler. And we can also project, coming out of the state of Georgia, that Democrat Jon Ossoff will edge out Republican David Perdue in one of the closest races in American history to win the state of Georgia, including independent Al Gross. This puts Democrats at 61 seats, including members of the more conservative members of their caucus, including Kristen Sinema of Arizona and Joe Manchin of West Virginia. This is a huge day in American history. And ladies and gentlemen, we can project the Democrats now have a trifecta in government. Ladies and gentlemen, now that they won the Senate, they already won back the House with a 275 seats. There are some election disputes going on, so we can't give you the exact number at this point. and the Bernie Sanders is now the president-elect. So Democrats have a trifecta in government. Stay tuned for their agenda. But thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Brought to you by 10 Politic.